We're looking for triple threats. They've got to be able to sing, they've got to be able to dance, they've got to be able to act, and they've got to sort of burn through the screen. They've got to be stars.
After a nationwide search of top performing arts schools, just 140 were selected to audition for Arlene, David and Chris.
Darling, I've been waiting for you.
His voice is what Britannia High is all about.
And then you've got Arlene wanting, you know, Darcy Bustle to walk in the room as quickly as possible.
OK, music. Not even an option. So eventually we're going to have to find some people that dance, because they can't all not dance.
And so it was decision time. Over 140 of the best young talent from across the country had been seen over 5 days of auditions. But only 40 young people were considered talented enough to have the potential to be in Britannia High.
The people that we'd like to see again for a recall are... Zizi, Dawn Sivright, Georgina Hagan and George Ewer, Ed Sheeran, Sophie Powles, Sean Williams, Lanre Malaolu and Matthew Thomas.
I feel absolutely ecstatic. I just can't explain it.
Very surprised, actually, because I can't dance.
It's now December 2007, Manchester. After a gruelling first-round audition, just 40 young performers were considered talented enough to make it to the next stage, the Britannia High workshops.
Good morning, everybody. It's 40 of you standing here from all the best drama schools and stage schools throughout the country. What we need are people that can be stars on the television, stars in the pop charts and stars in arenas. And I think it's got to be the biggest opportunity ever for performers of your age. Enjoy it, work hard, fingers crossed.
You need to get down, get dirty, get funky.
From the experienced to the very inexperienced.
You know when you come back to go click, click, do you step back on your left foot?
We've got a very mixed bunch here. We've obviously got some people I'm going to see who can't dance at all. So how many of you have danced before?
With some admitting to no dance experience at all, it was up to Arlene to see who had the potential to learn routines. They featured difficult choreography, some were clearly going to struggle.
Ed hasn't a clue what he's doing, but he's trying.
I'm just trying to really get it in my head. I think I messed up as well. I got kicked in the face by accident.
But performers like Ed couldn't be ignored, because what he lacked in dance ability, he more than made up for in his musical talents.
He's great, he's quirky.
And I don't care if you're lost, it's in our hearts, we both know that.
His voice is classic rock singing.
Absolutely. I'd be interested to see what the acting guys have got to say, though.
Acting and dancing, who knows,
but he's 16, he's the real thing.
He's 16,
you know,
I'll be signing him anyway.
6 lead roles were on offer, but to land one, they would have to convince the casting team on their final challenge, the studio screen test. Here they would perform a specially written scene on camera in a television studio and work with newly appointed series producer of Britannia High, Brian Grant.
Casting is one of the most important things you do. If you don't cast it properly, you can never recover. But they also have to have this little magical ingredient that you can't put your finger on, that the audience will want to see them in their living rooms every week because there's something special about them.
You know, everyone in there has done their utmost and done everything that they can to get into this cast.
The thing that's really on my mind is that, you know, you never really know whether they like you.
Finally, after 2 hours, the team are ready to give their verdict.
I can truthfully tell you that we have not been able to cast to our completion and to our satisfaction out of this process. Where we have got to is that amongst you, there are 4 that we have a few more question marks about before we can decide. And there are 2 of you that are going to be offered a part in Britannia High right now. The 4 people that we need to work with further are Sophie Powles, Pixie Lott, Rochelle Neal and Zizi Stratton. There are 2 amongst you that we're going to offer a part in Britannia High right now. Those 2 people are Matthew Thomas and Georgina Hagan.
Georgina and Matthew were cast, and the first stars of Britannia High. For the rest, they'd given their all, but they hadn't made the grade this time.
I don't think anyone could say that they didn't want the part and they weren't hoping to get the part, because everyone wants to do as much as the next person.